One, two, three. We want to welcome everybody to Mom and Dad Talks, where our favorite two people are Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad.
Yes,
The three of us.
that's the three of us.
Hello.
In the beginning.
Yes.
Now.
Just like it was meant to be. But we're going to miss Hantie. I don't know where she's at right now.
She left here. She said she was going to go home and get on.
Well, we'll see when she gets on because we love Hantie on the show. But tonight we're going to talk about David Justice's comments on his ex-wife Holly Berry. David Justice has made comments about his ex-wife Holly Berry that have sparked significant discussion and backlash. He mentioned that Berry did not cook or clean, which he perceived as a lack of motherly qualities. This statement was made during his appearance on All the Smoke podcast, where he reflected on their marriage and the challenges they face. Justice's comments have been criticized for being judgmental and unprofessional, and they have led to a publicized response from Berry, who has taken to social media to address and counter his remarks. What are you all's thought on David Justice's comments about his wife? This was one of the reasons why they're not together.
Well, one thing I do appreciate about my wife is she does cook, she does clean, and to me that's very important to have a wife that does that. And she's a good cook, and she keeps a clean house.
Mom, what are your comments on this one?
I'm not really sure who's complaining about what.
David Justice, her ex-husband, is complaining about.
What is he complaining about?
He was complaining about one of the reasons why he broke up with his wife, because she did not cook or clean, and he felt that was a lack of motherly qualities.
I agree wholeheartedly, because my mother taught me how to cook, and she taught me how to clean, and so that's what I expected my house to be kept clean, and I cook when I needed to cook.
I find it interesting, you these things of what the Bible talks about, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later, about a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? And all the things there. And you can go back to the Bible. I'm not saying Holly Berry is not virtuous or anything like that. I just find it interesting. I mean, and Dad, you made a very good point. When you add all that money, you can pay somebody to cook and clean.
Right.
That's right.
Why do you have to do it? You know what I'm saying?
Another thought on that, too. Maybe she was tired of him and she decided to do the things that he liked to do. Then she decided she wasn't going to do it.
Hey,
you have to look at all. There's two sides to every story,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of sides to that story, and why David Justice brought it up now. Some people are saying, you know what I'm saying, you're not getting enough attention, or you need, you know what I'm saying, clickbait. At the end of the day, and we're talking about this because it's a very interesting discussion about, cooking and cleaning, and it's still a value even in this day and age.
There is.
Right, but when you're in that category of wealth, you can hire people to do that.
Yeah,
out there that make their money cleaning houses and cooking for people.
That is so true.
But unfortunately, we're not in that category. We have to do it for ourselves.
But Dad, you got Mom.
Again, I will repeat what I said. If she wanted to get rid of him, then what do you do to get rid of him? Don't do the things that he wants you to do or expects you to do. That's one of the things, a good reason to dust out.
And like I said, and Hantie, she just got on, folks. How you doing, Hantie? So today's discussion, however you look at it, David Justice's comments on his ex-wife Holly Berry. One of the reasons why they're not married is because she did not cook or clean. Lack of motherly quality. What are your thoughts on that, Hantie? You just came just in time.
Well, I might be guilty, so I might not be.
You might not be the one. Like what?
I believe in both of those items. My mother taught me both of them. Let me say this just off the top of my head. We were living in upstairs over a garage, a place that my father had put together. But my job was to clean the bathroom. My mother taught me how to clean the bathroom, which put something inside of me that I am not a meticulous person. That's just not me. But the bathroom got to be clean. I can't. In fact, when I go to people's houses and stay, if I empty the wastebasket before I leave, if I use it, and the bed is made and all of that. But I can't imagine a grown married woman not doing the things that she's been taught, or maybe she hasn't been taught. I don't know.
Maybe she's just flat out tired. When you're making all that money and you take
do you clean up anybody who doesn't clean up after themselves?
No, he didn't. I didn't look at the podcast or know the details on it. That was what I read on David Justice's statement. I probably should have looked more at the podcast to get more details as far.
Yeah, how bad was this?
Hey, were you living in the pigsty, David? What's going on here, bro?
Did you love your wife enough to help out in any kind of way?
Great point.
That's another point.
Yeah, great point. David, did you clean and cook? Good point. I mean,
did you assist her in any way?
Right, because consequently, I my first husband was.
He was a clean freak.
Yeah, he was.
In fact, Uncle Frank, I remember if you put your shoes, he would actually take your shoes and put them where it should be.
Where he thought they should be.
Yes.
And he would take up your plate, and you weren't even finished from the table. But I didn't fuss over that.
Yes,
because he was a serviceman, and that is what his mother taught him. And there was just no sense in that.
Yeah,
of fussing over it. Don't do that. That's my job. You want to do it, baby? Go ahead. And did my floors. He worked all day in Chicago, rode the train 2 hours and 10 minutes, and still came home and did the floors.
Yeah,
and they weren't even dirty.
Yeah, I know. Uncle Frank. I mean, vacuum. I mean, everything had to be in its place.
So to blast someone like that, I don't know. I didn't read the article. I don't know nothing about it, but I know that it takes two people.
That's right.
To operate a household like that. You, number one, got to clean up after yourself, and then you may have to clean up after your mate. You love them just that much. Oh dear.
All right, we're about ready to have a situation on Mom and Dad.
Well, are we ready to close?
Yeah, we're gonna get ready to close here, folks, because we don't want to show that other side that you may see, the real side of Mom and Dad talks.
Well,
the right side, you mean?
How much do you love me?
Yeah. Well,
better or for worse.
For richer or for poor?
For richer or for poor?
Or for cooking?
Do us part.
There you go, Dad. You stuck with it.
How?
You got to work with it. Got to pray about it, folks. Sometimes you got to just go over at night when you're upset and you can't sleep, and just pray over it that the God will do something to change that situation. Let me tell you, He will.
I have a question.
We're almost getting ready.
No, I just want to say, did God make up that vow in the marriage?
Yeah, Mom.
Or did man make that up? Who did it? Who made those vows?
Well,
man.
That's obvious. That is in the Bible, and
who agreed to it?
Are you trying to get rid of Dad after all these years? After 50 plus years of marriage, you trying to say, Dad, be gone?
I'm going to keep this one forever.
I didn't say anything to rid of anybody.
I'm keeping this one forever.
This show just went down south quick, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a good laugh. Hope you have a good show. Hope you have a good discussion about this.
Right.
You
And
know,
if you really want to get rid of somebody, you're going to find something that you don't like.
The other thing
But you have to get things I like about her, the things I don't like about her, and there has to be a compromise.
the last comment I'm going to say is
sounds like you're speaking from
it takes two.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yes, it does take two. And so, like I said, with that in mind, we won't leave with any parting shots unless you really got to say something, folks. Anytime, quiet on the set. Anytime, look, folks.
Remember.
Yes.
I ain't got nobody.
Yet. See you next time on Mom and Dad Talk.